To control encapsulation, ActionScript 3.0 has something called access modifiers. This allows you to define what properties and methods are available behind the scenes or exposed to everyone. The first access modifier is something that we've used a lot so far. It's the public access modifier. Properties and methods, and classes for that matter, that are declared as public are accessible everywhere. That means public properties and methods can be accessed on an object from anywhere. It doesn't have to be inside of the same class where it was defined. It could be in any other class or in the main timeline of an FLA file, or the timeline of any movie clip even in an FLA file. The next access modifier is the private access modifier. Private properties and methods are only accessible within the class in which they are defined. So if I had a class called TV and I had a private property called channel, the channel property would only be accessible inside of the TV class. And if I tried to access that property anywhere outside of that class, I would get an error. This keeps properties and methods behind the scenes. Sometimes you'll have properties and methods that you'll want to keep private for the most part, but available to descendant classes. That's where you would use the protected access modifier. Protected properties and methods are only usable in subclasses. A subclass is a class that extends another class. So the TV class that we created that extended the movie clip class would be considered a subclass of the movie clip class. Last, we have internal access modifiers. The internal keyword identifies properties and methods that are only accessible within the same package where they are defined. So if I had a TV class and a remote class, the remote class would be able to work with the TV's channel if the TV's channel were an internal property. If I wanted to manipulate that on the main timeline, I wouldn't be able to do that. So using access modifiers, you have great control over the encapsulation of your classes.